It's no secret that the Dutch are big fans of biking culture, but there's another mode of transit holding the ultimate boarding pass in this country. With over 62 million passengers in 2023, Schiphol Airport ranks as one of Europe's busiest hubs. That's largely thanks to its centralised location and historical ties to long-haul destinations in other parts of the world. For decades, it was considered one of the region's top travel hubs, but in recent years, its reputation has faced a bit of turbulence, and many haven't been happy with their experience. Now, the airport's looking to redeem itself by investing over $3 billion on construction projects. From enhanced passenger amenities to an impressive dual taxiway, Amsterdam wants to redefine the travel experience. But doing all that in the middle of a live airport, with thousands of people and flights moving through daily, is no easy task. So buckle up. This is how Amsterdam is upgrading one of Europe's most hated airports. Opening all the way back in 1916, Schiphol Airport was initially a small military airfield. But it didn't take long to grow in size. By the next year, it was already one of the largest airports in Europe. For the next couple of decades, it steadily continued growing. That was until the outbreak of World War II. The airport became a frequent target of German bombings, and by the end, Schiphol lay in ruins, forcing Amsterdam to rebuild. Fast forward to today, and the airport boasts a total of 6 runways and a main terminal that's divided into 4 zones, each with separate piers and gates. For years, Schiphol has topped the list of the world's best airports, loved by passengers and airlines alike. As a frequent spot for layovers, it's been known for its navigable layouts, and with over 300 direct flight paths offered around the world, it's the top connected European airport. Then came the summer of 2022. Largely due to labour shortages following the pandemic, the airport was plagued with hours-long security queues, lost baggage claims, delays, and frustrated travellers. At one point, it had to introduce capacity caps to keep up with demand. The result of all that was that the airport's world ranking plummeted down 14 spots to 29th place in 2023. Even officials admitted its poor performance during that year. So, with a tarnished image, Schiphol is looking to turn things around with a goal of focusing on quality over quantity. To do that, the airport is spending over $3 billion in improvements and upgrades, all of which is going to help increase capacity, which will ease queues and smooth passenger experience. Some of the key projects include a brand new pier, enhanced lounge areas, and the completion of a system known as a dual taxiway. Here's how the airport is navigating all of that construction work. First up, let's take a look at the layout. Now, as we said before, Schiphol was designed as a singular terminal. It's connected to 8 separate piers, each with several gates. Soon there's going to be a brand new pier, and that's been steadily progressing. At 370 metres long and 40 metres wide, there'll be new shops, security and border control points across 3 different floors. The construction works so far have faced some delays due to contract disputes, but there's still been steady progress. When it's complete, Pier A is going to provide 7 additional gates, 4 for narrow-body planes and 3 for wider plane designs. More gates means that more flights are going to be able to pass through, and by implementing a combination of solar panels, biomaterials and a glass facade, the roof and overall design is going to be eco-friendly. Also included in this airport's mega investment is an enhanced Lounge 1. Nearly 20 years old, this area is a bit outdated and in need of a fresh look. To do that, over 24,000 square metres are being redesigned, including transforming a previous crew member area. That'll create an additional 5,000 square metres of space, with 23 new retail, food and drink spots for passengers to enjoy. Despite the ongoing construction works, parts of the lounge are going to remain accessible for passengers. But coordinating that with so many people passing through is more than tricky. So to minimise the impact, the project's going to be completed in phases and will take place mostly overnight. If you've ever sat on a plane and suddenly thought to yourself, whoa, hang on a minute, how does any of this work? Then it might be a good time to check out today's video sponsor, Brilliant. Their course on how technology works will help you understand the science behind GPS, explaining just how a passenger plane manages to navigate the globe when it's 40,000 feet in the air. Diving deep into how the technology we use every day actually works, there's a lesson to explain everything from passwords to computer memory. But if tech isn't your thing, there's something that'll land with anyone among the thousands of first-class courses on offer. And at just 15 minutes a day, you can even fit in a lesson while you wait for baggage claim to hopefully return your suitcase. To try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days, scan the QR code on screen now, visit brilliant.org/the B1M or click the link in the description. You'll also get 20% off an annual premium subscription. Now, let's check in with Amsterdam Airport. Perhaps one of the most complex and ambitious parts of Amsterdam's update is the completion of a dual taxiway system. Let's take a look at the airport's layout. Right now, the main terminal is surrounded by two-lane taxiways that planes use to come and go. The inner circle moves clockwise, while the outer flows counterclockwise. Together, they nearly form a ring. But the circle remains incomplete between this section. Here, planes must instead use a single-lane taxiway, which occasionally creates a bit of a backup, causing unnecessary congestion and delays. But that's all about to change. When fully complete, the dual taxiway is going to connect the existing sections via a new aircraft bridge over the A4 motorway, some of which has been built already. That's right, Amsterdam Airport Schiphol has built a bridge strong enough to carry an entire plane over one of the country's busiest roadways. The new bridge stretches 250 metres long, 60 metres wide, and stands around 6 metres high. And while airport bridges are not exactly new, they're still an incredible feat of engineering to look at. A big bridge calls for a big space, and several buildings in the vicinity needed to be demolished and cleared. Over 350,000 tonnes of sand were deposited along the motorway to elevate existing taxiways to the same level as the new bridge. To support both an aeroplane and the 32 million kilogram bridge itself, a strong foundation is a must. Workers drove 900 poles into the ground, which will act as a base for the concrete platform. The building of this epic bridge required temporary road closures, and to minimise impact on both traffic in the airport and on the road, it was mostly done at night. There's loads more happening at Schiphol too. Other highlights include a revamping of the existing Pier C, a brand new baggage hall, and the renewal of structures like passenger walkways and bridges, all of which is expected to complete by 2027. Amidst all the logistical challenges, the evolution of Schiphol Airport throughout the decades reflects its commitment to innovation and resilience. From its beginning as a small military airfield to becoming one of Europe's busiest aviation hubs for some time, the airport has continued to soar to new heights. Despite recent challenges, it remains dedicated to restoring itself as one of the world's top airports. This video was sponsored by Brilliant. You can learn more about that at the link below. Don't forget that we're inspiring the next generation of airport designers and builders through our investment into BrickBorrow, a fantastic LEGO subscription service. You can learn more and get started today over at brickborrow.com. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to get more from the definitive video channel for construction, make sure you're subscribed to the B1M.